Hi, it's me, Tracy, your literary and tea time companion, hoping you will join me for another fun book tag. Sod's Law, sometimes known as Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. And how does that affect us booktubers? Grab your cozy cup and let's have a conversation. This is the Sod's Law BookTube tag. This was an original tag created by Duncan from Back Away from the Donkey. That is a brilliant handle. Thank you, Duncan, for this very fun tag. And I was tagged by the lovely Pat of Book Chat with Pat and by Charles Gregory of CG Rated Books, who also tagged me. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Charles, for inviting me to join in on the fun of this tag. And Wikipedia says, Sod's Law, a British cultural axiom, states that if something can go wrong, it will. The law sometimes has a corollary, that the misfortune will happen at the worst possible time. Finagle's law. The term is commonly used in the United Kingdom, while in many parts of North America, the phrase Murphy's Law is popular. And there are several prompts and questions for this tag. I'll get started with the first one. The video you spend the most time on and are most proud of is likely to get the least views. Name that video. I suppose I should start with just by saying that I'm just shy of only 40 videos, so I'm still rather new here. Every video is a little labor of love, and I have noticed over the months that my views are a little bit all over the place. One can get maybe just a little over 100 views, and another will over 1,000. I'm still figuring out what all of that is, what everyone is enjoying, and views is a bit subjective, I suppose. Is that the word? Because just because someone is viewing doesn't mean that they're staying and actually watching. So for me, it's really not about the numbers. It's about a quality of sharing and a quality of connection and sharing our lives together and our lives through reading, especially. So I can't name just one video here. There are several that have views all over the place. I think it's because BookTube is still finding me, so perhaps maybe the BookTube related tags aren't as interesting to the random viewer. I'm really not sure. I'm looking at the analytics, but I'm really it's not so much about the numbers for me. It's the experience, our experience together. Question 2. The video that you had the most disasters putting together. I actually won't name the video, but it was one shortly after the new year, and I got a new microphone, and I thought I knew what I was doing with that, and I was still in the process of fine-tuning my little setup here, sitting in my library corner, and a comfortable place to sit that was a nice background, just everything. There was a lot I was still fine-tuning as I was getting into booktubing, and there was one particular video that I was really excited to be filming for so many reasons, and I thought I had the microphone ready, and it wasn't, and still learning it, right? And I spilled my tea right before I hit play, and there was just all of those things. So I could have cried. I wanted to. I cleaned up the tea. I made a new cup of tea, and I took a few breaths, and I started over and I kept going, and here we are. Here we are to today. We're still here. Number 3. In opposite to prompt 1, the video you threw together off the cuff with minimal work is one that gets the most views. Name a video. I would say that probably my first a friend to read with, my first reading vlog back in April. I wanted to do a reading vlog, a reading style vlog video since I had started, really. But I know that they're quite popular, especially with some of the younger booktubers. And I wanted to find my way, my style of doing that. And I was kind of mulling around ideas for that. But there was one rainy weekend, and I was just coming off of doing some work at my desk, and I sat on the sofa with my tea, and I'm like, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to try the vlog now. And my husband TJ added some music, and so the read with me videos were born, and I really wasn't sure how the response would be, and I was so pleased that so many enjoyed the reading vlog and continue to do so with a couple of more behind us now. So I think that will be a monthly feature here for a good while yet. It's been so delightful. Number 4, don't believe the hype. The book you were really excited for and looking forward to that was a letdown for you. The Fourth Wing series by Rebecca Yarros. I like fantasy fiction. There's a lot about fantasy fiction that I like. I just did not like the Fourth Wing. I didn't continue the series. I didn't really enjoy the book all that much. I didn't really enjoy the writing style, the characters, the snarky banter was a little bit much for me. I DNF'd that one, actually. I couldn't finish that one. The same with Sarah J. Maas's ACOTAR series. I read the first book. There were elements that were okay. I would have liked, the world building was interesting. I would have liked even more of that, but I really wasn't invested very much in the characters so much to continue with the rest of that rather long series. This is as much negativity as you'll find here. You won't find me hating on books, or certainly not authors. Writing is a labor of love. That's as far as criticism will go here. And as for hype, I'm usually the type that lets the storm pass, and and I will come back to something to see what everyone was talking about. And number 5, the book you're excited to read, but every time you try to read it, something happens and you end up reading something else instead. I'm not actually sure how to answer that one in a real way, if you've been here for a little bit and seeing some more recent videos, tag videos, and some of my own videos sharing my reading life and how I plan for it. I plan my monthly reading from a longer TBR, and I plan something every month. This hasn't been a real problem for me. I select my books and I read them. Number 6, a BookTube event that you keep meaning to participate in, but events mean that you never do. Poetry Thursday, I would have to say, is the one that comes to mind. It's a lovely event. I know some that are doing this every week, and I love poetry. If you've been here for a little while, you know I love poetry. I just haven't gotten around to how I'm filming one of those every week, because a video takes time and preparation and planning, and I certainly read enough poetry that I could be participating in this event. I have so many ideas of my own for my own original content that I think I just keep putting that one off. I really would like to participate in that sometime soon, though. Number 7, a book you've ended up with multiple copies of because you didn't think you had it. I don't think that's ever actually happened to me. I don't possess multiple editions of books, or multiple editions on purpose, or collect even special editions. I love physical books. I'm at a point in my life, though, where a lot of physical possessions are not something that's very important to me. I'm trying to find the right words. Treasures are important, and books are certainly treasures, but I'm at a point in my life where I am aware of what's coming into my life, into the house. I'm getting older, so I want less. I desire less things, even books. I want the chance to read the books and enjoy the books, but I don't need the ownership of the books anymore. TJ and I do not have children, so when we have passed away, I don't want to leave a lot for someone else behind to clean it up, because we don't really have anyone to clean up after us, if that makes much sense. There used to be a lot of books in this house. There was books everywhere. The only room that didn't have books was the bathroom. The room I'm sitting in, the living room, we had books everywhere. This little library corner, these are the treasures now, apart from one other small bookshelf in another room. This is it. We're down to the treasures, and we're very careful about what we select to bring to the shelves at this point. Number 8. The video you have been trying to put together for the longest time that you just never get around to because of events. As I said, I do have a lot of ideas for some new, unique content. And I did have more planned for the month of June, and I'm being tagged more by so many lovely book-loving friends, and it's been fun to participate in the tags as well. There's been a lot going on during the month of June. I have a new knitting pattern coming out before the end of the month. I'm working on a book. We are preparing for a trip in the early part of July. So there's been a lot that's having to be condensed in the month of June. So some of my extra special videos that I was planning, I'm having to shuffle until we get to the latter half of July. So there will be more fun, unique content coming up soon. And in August, I have a series that's something along the lines of the pairing books with tea that I did a couple of weeks or so ago, and there will be more good things to come. Please stay with me. Number 9, the book you keep trying to buy, but it's never around, or other things thwart your ability to buy it. This probably comes back to my response to number 7, since I'm not doing a lot of book collecting right now. For many years, I've been relying largely on the library for my reading library, or through the Libby app. I use that sometimes, not as much recently, but and I do have some items on my Kindle. As I say, the physicality of the book I appreciate so much, but I'm in a part of life where the less more. The ownership of fewer things is where I'm at right now. I do enjoy purchasing books, and I certainly enjoy being able to support authors and support good writing. So I find a balance between those two that suits me where I am in this season of my life. And at the moment, though, maybe to more specifically answer the question, I don't have a particular item on my book shopping list right now. Not at the moment. So this is probably I'm the booktuber with the tiniest physical library. That's probably how people are going to know me. And number 10 is to tag some others, and I will do that in the description box below. I will tag some lovely BookTube friends, and hope you will join in on this tag if you haven't already. That is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Duncan, for this very fun tag, and thank you, Pat, and thank you, Charles, for inviting me to join in. And I really enjoyed this one today, and I hope that you will join me in the conversation below and maybe share some of your thoughts on some of the prompts. How are you feeling about book collecting, book owning, and maybe in relation to whatever season of life that you are in right now. Just your life with books. Please do share in the comments below. I would love to have a conversation with you. And thank you for today. And thank you, as always, for being here. And I wish you many blessings. I'll see you again very soon.